All right, welcome into the final word segment of the Sports Source. This segment brought to you by our friends at English Mountain Spring Water. Over the last few weeks, John Burleson, you've seen him in the spots, he's been sharing with you the incredible facts about his top-ranked company, English Mountain Spring Water, ranked again and again as one of the world's best tasting waters. These are international competitions. It's been declared a gourmet water by a French competition. Chefs have declared it a gourmet because it has no aftertaste. It's great to cook with. I'm telling you, if you drink what we drink, let's go ahead and get on set here. We got a little shot there. Drink what we drink, at least on set. English Mountain Spring Water. Offset, we may have a little harder stuff, but English Mountain Spring Water is absolutely fantastic. And to be honest, this is all I drink at my house. So English Mountain Spring Water, you taste it, you're going to love it, I promise. Give them a shot this week. All right. It's the final word. That means predictions. Who wins and why? And then we'll come back if we have time and talk MVP guesses. Who wants to start?
Go ahead, Daniel.
Naturally, I'm going to pick Tennessee. I think just Tennessee's progress that they've made the last 5-6 weeks is going to be just a lot more than Indiana can handle. I think they'll actually get it done more in the run game this week than the throw game, as old Butch would say. And I think Eric Gray and Ty Chandler and Tim Jordan combo is going to be overwhelming, especially with Jennings out.
So it is the three-headed monster that publications have been fearing. All right. So he takes Tennessee because of the run game. All right, very good. What are you doing, Josh?
I'm going to take Tennessee because of the development up front. Starting with Darrell Taylor, I think we would go there, and Daniel Batuli, so the seniors who have led the way, but it's also the collection of players who have stepped forward this season, from Matthew Butler, Greg Emerson, Kavon Bennett, a number of guys who have made plays, Henry To'oTo'o obviously at linebacker. So I think the guys up front will create pressure and cause problems for Ramsey.
I'll jump in here because I'm going to piggyback off that. I take Tennessee as well. Now, we've shown you all kinds of numbers. I think Tennessee has played a harder schedule, so those numbers are skewed a little bit, as Mike suggested earlier. At the same time, that's the only way we can try and give you an idea of what you're going to see Thursday. So I don't think you throw them completely out the window, and I do think Indiana's a little bit better team than I might have seen on paper. I think the difference is going to be partially the defensive line and partially Tennessee's secondary. Indiana is going to live and die with their throw game. And I just think that Tennessee finished up the year. That defensive line, we started the season, and that was the weakest position. It was a no-name defensive line, except for Darrell Taylor. By the end of the year, you could still say it's a no-name, but every one of those no-names flashed at some point. Those guys all showed improvement. They all made a big play at some point down the line. I think that's going to be too much for Indiana. I think if Stevie Scott doesn't go for them, then it's really a one-dimensional deal, and Jeremy Pruitt thrives in against one-dimensional teams. Mike Strange, who are you taking and why?
I'm going to take one for the team here. If Chuck's going to pick Tennessee, and I don't want this bulletin board in the Indiana locker room to be Knoxville TV Sports Show, all pick Tennessee.
Right.
So for that reason, to keep that off the bulletin board, I'm going to pick Indiana. I think it's going to be a really close game, and those numbers kind of swayed me today. But mainly I'm just doing it to keep everybody honest.
So it's not even an honest pick. Okay, very good. Chuck.
Just because you're a great friend, I'm going to let you stay on that island, Mike. It's tempting to take Indiana by 3. I mean, it really is. I think Tennessee's going to need a big second half, but I think they're capable of doing that. Jeremy Pruitt in big games. He's been a part of 4 national championship victories, right? He's known how to prepare with this time. I'm counting on that.
As a coordinator.
Yeah, as a coordinator. The crowd. I think the crowd's going to give Tennessee a lift, and it's going to be nice weather. It's supposed to be 70, sunny, and no wind. I think it all fits in to help Tennessee.
They're expecting 55,000 plus. Both teams sold out their 8,000 ticket allotment. Both teams then asked for 10,000 more. So Indiana, this is their first ever Florida Bowl trip.
Exactly.
Wow.
This will be their 12th bowl in history, but they've never been to a Florida Bowl. So I lived in Ohio for a while. I'm guessing those Indiana people would like a January date in Florida. So it may not be all Tennessee down there the way it was against Iowa 4 years ago, but Tennessee probably still has the crowd advantage. Do you where are you on the over-under?
I like a high-scoring game, so I would go over that.
The only thing that's crazy about these bowl games, who wants it more plays a role into it too. I mean, how did they prepare?
It's a huge role.
I mean, it's just which team wants this one more. I mean, these bowl games are so hard to predict because you never know who's going to show up flat, who went to too many bars.
Or if somebody gets suspended.
In there.
See you next Sunday right back here. Have a good, safe holiday.